Greetings, everyone. Rajee Narinesingh here, transgender activist, actress, spiritualist, author, show host, and reality TV personality. I'm also an outreach advocate for Trans Social, a trans-led, trans-focused organization. So I'm coming to you from my very humble home here in South Florida, USA. I was here doing some work on the computer and I had to stop to do this video. You like my LGBTQ colors? I love this dress. So nice and bright and vibrant. But today I want to talk about an issue that unfortunately is still existing within our community. It's gotten a lot better. The transgender community has been a lot more embraced in recent years by the lesbians, the gays, the bisexuals, the queers, etc., etc. But we still have our issues, internal hate and discrimination that goes on. So the other night, I went to dinner with some friends. I went to a restaurant in an area here in South Florida called WILTON MANORS, which is a very gay, well, it's LGBTQ community, but specifically white gay men, a very large population of white gay men. And we went to a restaurant called TROPICS. Now, TROPICS is kind of like that old time piano bar type restaurant where you can sit, eat dinner, and there's usually a show going on, a singer by a piano, that sort of thing. For the most part, the clientele happened to be old white gay men. That's like the majority of who goes there. I would say that a few times I've always gone with friends. I've never gone alone. So I'm with a group. And the staff is cordial to friendly, cordial to friendly. And even the clientele, the people that are at the restaurant, are pretty cordial. I wouldn't say over the top friendly with me, but cordial. So I went with my buddies, the fellas, I call them, who happen to be, three of them are white, older gay men, and one is a older Puerto Rican guy. So, really good friends. I've hung around with them for quite a while now. And so we went for dinner. Okay. Go in. Oh, and I have to say, oh my God, shout out to Berber. And I hope I didn't mispronounce his name. Fabulous. This young waiter that works there. And when I tell you, just a beautiful spirit, he gave me the biggest smile and I felt so welcomed by him. So shout out to him. But so we go into the restaurant, we're seated, and there was like a table across from us with people. They looked, but nothing major or crazy. They just kind of looked and checked me out when I got walked in. So then we're sitting and we're talking, laughing, having a good time, and then this couple comes in, two older gay white men. And they're seated off to the side, like it would have been to my right at a table. So I didn't pay really any attention at first. And like I said, I was engaged with my friends and we were laughing and having a good time, looking at the menu, trying to figure out what we wanted to order. And then I just, out of the corner of my eye, I caught something and I just kind of looked and I saw them looking at me and laughing, and the one was making some comment and this face. And I just kind of looked and I was staring over, and then he looked at me and I was like, hi, like that. And I turned my head and went back to my friends and us laughing and having a good time. So after a few minutes, they had called the waiter over and they asked to be moved. So when they walked away, one of the guys at my table said, well, did they move because of us? And then my one friend who's Puerto Rican and his partner said, yeah, and they were just staring us down and making comments the whole time. And when the one sat down with his back to me, the other one said something to him and told him to come over, like, and sit next to him so that they could, like he could see me. And that's when they started talking about me and laughing at me. So I, in that moment, got furious. I just got really mad. And you know, it's funny. I think, like, my friends and family, when they see me get, I guess the word would be rambunctious. When I really start getting vocal about my feelings and maybe, well, let's just say it. When they see the bitchy side of Rajee, it takes them aback because that's not my mode of operation. I'm about love and peace. That's who I really am. But I'm human. I have feelings. I can only take but so much. And I take the high road a lot. I let a lot of things slide. When I go out and about and people, you know, they're giving the dirty looks and they're making the nasty comments and laughing at me, not laughing with me, but laughing at me. I let all of that slide 90% of the time. I really do. I'm all about, you know, focusing on what's going on in my world, and I'm not into giving energy to ignorance and negativity. But again, I am human. I have feelings. I can only take but so much. And especially when it's in my face. Listen, everyone in that restaurant, I'm sure had an opinion about me and everyone else. We all have our opinions and our judgments and all of that. But when it's in your face, blatant disrespect, that's when I have an issue. That's when because obviously those two old queens didn't give a damn about how I felt and how by them laughing at me and making a mockery of me made me feel. The audacity. And, you know, and I said, you know, here it is, these two old white queens, and I did get a little, I'm going to hold back and refrain from everything I said for this video, or I should say in this video that I said at the restaurant. But what pissed me off is, I'm like, yeah, I could see those two in 1949 or the early 1950s, young white gay men scared in the closet because their ass would have been arrested if they were outed. Because at one time, you could get arrested for being gay. Okay, so now they have their rights and F everyone else? That's what pissed me off. Listen, we have enough problems. The LGBTQ community, we have enough problems with the outside world. Everything that's going on, especially here in this country politically, the transgender community and the drag community, we're being used as a political wedge right now. We're being used as a scare tactic. And, you know, our community is being targeted. And so, especially with what's going on, we have enough to deal with to have to deal with this crap within our community, in a place that's supposed to be a safe space for LGBTQ people, not just gay people or lesbian people or bisexual people, all of us as the supposed family that we're supposed to be. Listen, this has to stop. There is power in unity. And I'm going to tell you, just as easily as they took away a woman's right to choose, all you gay men that think you have your rights, don't get too comfortable. Because gay marriage isn't 50 years old like the right to choose was. Okay, that can be taken away. Martin Luther King, the late, great Martin Luther King Jr. said, "My injustice is a threat to your justice." Keep that in mind. And I always say, same boat, different compartments. You know, Yes, we are different communities, the gays, the lesbians, the bis, the trans, of course. We all have our own set of issues. We have our own things that we deal with in our own individual groups or communities. But whether you like it or not, the world clumps us together. LGBTQ, same boat, different compartments. And on that note, now that I've vented, I want to wish everyone love, happiness, peace, good health, prosperity, and many wonderful blessings.